Hello and welcome back to the Life Skills YouTube channel. My name is Caroline. I'm the small business owner of Life Still Is, and this is where I share positivity and inspirational content. A lot of times that may mean vlogs of just making the most of my life. Sometimes it means reading videos because that's something that I find brings a lot of positivity to my life. And sometimes it's things like this, where I will be talking about how to become a morning person. I think this is my third video. In my 101 series. I did a hosting 101 and I did meal prepping 101. And this week we're doing morning person 101, which I did not intend to make this a series, but it has become one. So if you have ideas for other blank 101 videos, let me know in the comments and I will try to make one. Obviously, I don't know enough about most subjects to talk about them in a 101 like instructional tips, tricks video. But I feel like hosting, meal prepping, and being a morning person are three things that in my 21 years of life I have gotten a pretty decent grasp on. My credibility to talk about being a morning person is that I am a morning person and I have been a morning person for a long time. I get up at 5:45 on schooled mornings, and on the weekends I have to force myself to stay in bed until 7 so I can feel like I'm sleeping in. So today I will be talking about a few things that are part of my routine that help me get up in the morning and be energized. A few disclaimers. Not everyone is supposed to be a morning person, and a lot of times I'm jealous of people that are night owls because I'll be out at an event and it'll be 8 p.m. and I'll be done and I'll be ready to go home, but then at 7 in the morning I'm ready to go and everyone else is tired. So sometimes I wish that I could flip and be a night person, but a lot of people would rather be morning people, I've noticed, even though I feel like more of the fun stuff happens at night. But you know, if you want to be a morning person, great, good for you. I do feel like I'm more productive in the morning, but I think that could just be my biological clock. The first thing I would say about being a morning person is to make sure your morning is something that you look forward to and not something you dread. When I'm lying in bed and I am thinking about getting out and the things I have to do and the decisions I have to make, I can be filled with a lot of dread, and then I just want to stay in bed. So a few things to eliminate that decision fatigue and the desire to just keep sleeping are have something you look forward to right away. I really like taking my retainer out. By the time I wake up, I'm so done wearing it, so I want to get that out as soon as I can. And my retainer case is either in my desk or in the bathroom, so I have to actually get up to take my retainer out. And then taking my vitamins is another one that I look forward to, drinking water. So having those things that are, the second your alarm goes off, you're out of bed, you want to do those things, you don't even have to think about it. Another one is sometimes I'll be lying in bed and I'm like, well, I don't even know what I want to wear today. Like, why would I get out of bed and then have to decide my outfit? If you plan out your outfit the night before, that eliminates a decision that you have to make in the morning, making it easier to get out of bed. I've crafted a morning routine and it fluctuates depending on the semester or the year or just whatever's going on in my life. Currently, my morning routine does not include showering, but last semester I would always shower in the morning because it's a nice way to fit your shower in the day. A lot of times I get to night and I'm like, do I really want to shower? Like, this is annoying. But when you're just getting out of bed, you're still too tired to really register that you're spending time in the shower, and I don't know, it just feels like I'm cheating the system when I take a shower in the morning. So sometimes that's in my morning routine. I always have a little bit of Bible time in my morning routine, whether that's reading my Bible while I eat breakfast or reading my Bible before I eat breakfast. I love spending some time in the Word to start off my day. I think that's a great way to start your day on the right foot. I'm trying to think about other things that are part of my morning routine. Like, I'll do my hair and makeup, I'll make breakfast, which is something I always look forward to. And it's just that first really hour of the day that I am getting ready, setting my mind for whatever the day is going to hold, that I really enjoy it. And I think if you enjoy your morning routine, you're more likely to be a morning person. One thing that I did that I think kickstarted being a real morning person was cutting out sugar. Sugar makes my stomach upset, so I don't have added sugars I still have like honey and maple syrup and fruit and stuff, but my sweetness tolerance is very low. So that is something that may factor into me always waking up with energy, because I think that's a thing. I think it's a thing that if you don't have added sugars, you have more energy naturally, like spikes in. I don't really know the science behind it. I just do it because my stomach hurts if I eat sugar. But if you are looking for an extra burst of energy in the morning, maybe look at cutting back on added sugars. But that is a very body dependent thing. And if that does not help your body, don't do it. It's like people that are gluten intolerant, by all means cut out gluten. I'm not going to cut out gluten because it doesn't really affect my body. I don't want to present don't eat sugar as medical advice, but I think reducing your added sugars probably helps regulate those energy spikes and makes you more energetic in the morning when you wake up. The list that I have is in really no particular order. The next thing I'm going to talk about is alarms in the morning. Currently, I wake up to an alarm on my Amazon Echo, my phone. I've been sleeping with it in a different room, but there have also been seasons of my life where I wake up with an alarm on my phone and I spend my first 10 minutes of my day on my phone, waking up slowly, looking at Instagram. And I know a lot of people say that's not a good thing to do, but honestly, if that's how you wake up in the morning, I don't see a problem with it. I think Instagram can be a very positive place if you use it correctly. So if that's how you like to wake up, if that's what works best for you, do it. That's great. For me, I wake up to a worship song playing on my Echo, then I have instrumental worship music that I listen to while I get ready. Sometimes I go through seasons where I listen to a podcast in the morning. Right now, I'm really digging the instrumental worship. The first thing I do, I wake up, I open my blinds, I get that natural light in. Sadly, right now, there's not really any natural light because of daylight savings time. Thank you very much. But I'll turn on the lights in my room to help get me to start waking up, and I'll get out of bed right away. Right as soon as I wake up, I get out of bed. Maybe a minute or two. Normally, my alarm goes off at 5:45, and by the time I'm walking to the bathroom, the clock says 5:47, and that's after I've like opened my window, turned on my lights, taken out my retainer, all of those things. So try to get up right away so your body knows, oh, I'm awake, I'm going. The final thing I want to talk about is the night before. I go to bed early. That really helps me be more of a morning person, but also being a morning person helps me go to bed early. It's my goal to be in bed with a book and a snack by like 8:30. I know people say don't eat right before you go to bed. Well, you know what? That's another thing that I think depends on your body, because if I don't eat within a few hours of going to bed, I normally wake up with a headache. So I'm going to keep eating my 8:30 p.m. granola bowls. And if you have a problem with that, then don't go to bed eating a snack. But that's what it is for me. Recently, I've been falling asleep reading, and sometimes my roommate will come in and say, Caroline, did you fall asleep with the light on again? And I will be very confused. Having that natural falling asleep, going to bed between 9 and 10 really helps me to wake up at 5:45 with lots of energy. I know that's not always an option. It's not always an option for me, but if you have a relatively consistent sleep schedule, even when I do stay up later, I still wake up early just because that's when my body is used to waking up. So try to go to bed earlier if you can. Another thing that you can do is there is a website that I will link in the description that allows you to track your sleep cycles and go to bed at a time where you can wake up with the correct sleep cycle. So you'll plug in like, I want to wake up at 5:45, and it'll tell you, I just looked it up. It's like either go to bed at 8:30 or 10:15, and then you'll wake up in between your sleep cycles. I don't actually do that. I was interested to find out if I have been, like, just randomly, I've been falling asleep and then waking up at times that fit my sleep cycles, but apparently I'm not. But if you have a day where you really have to get up at a certain time and be energized at that time, that's a website you can plug it into and find out what time is best to go to bed in order to wake up at that time. I think those are all of the things I have written down. I think being a morning person really depends on you, and a lot of these habits that I was talking about do depend on your personal body cycle. So again, disclaimer, if this is not how your body best operates, don't force yourself to be a morning person. Instead, focus on optimizing the times when you do have energy, because if you are someone who has best energy at night, then maybe that's when you do your homework. If you're someone who has your energy in the morning, then maybe that's when you do your work. Like, it really depends on your body, and we're all different. So Don't feel pressure to conform to someone else's sleep schedule. My camera cut me off, which is probably a good sign that I should stop talking. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it taught you a thing or two about becoming a morning person. Again, don't force yourself to do something that's not right for your body. If you enjoyed it, make sure you follow us on Instagram at LifeStillIs. That's a great place for all the encouraging content. And also comment down below what how to blank 101 videos you want to see. Again, I'm not an expert on everything. Like, I can't make a 101 video on running marathons, but I'll do my best. Other than that, I will see you in our next video.